Hey, what's up guys? Bry2J back with an all new Yay Toys Plus, and today's review is going to be on the Marvel Legends Deadpool, SquirrelPool, DogPool, and Scooter. I picked this guy up Friday at Target up in Syracuse, and I've basically been posing this guy around ever since. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at the Marvel Legends Deadpool Corps. And here's the Deadpool Corps, and I have to say, I'm finally happy I own this set. I was actually looking for it for quite some time, and it happened to be a road trip to Syracuse this past weekend, and my wife and I were in Target shopping for stuff for the apartment, and I happened, of course, check the aisles, as I always do, and I found this Deadpool, and he was like one of the last ones there, so I picked him and Charles Xavier up, and I was super happy to get both those sets. There will be a Professor X review coming after this, so stay tuned for that. But this Deadpool set is freaking awesome. I mean, I am super stoked. I'm a big Deadpool fan. I have a lot of Deadpool displayed throughout my nerd room over here. And yeah, he's just really, really awesome. So the first thing I want to talk about is DogPool, because I think he's just awesome. So here's DogPool. And really, really nice looking sculpt. And there's some articulation for him too. First, let's take a closer look at like his paint and detail. So like, I do love the black paint, nicely done. The nice vibrant red. The sculpt, the smirk on the dog's face is just really awesome. I do like the way the ears flop out from the helmet. Yeah, really, really cool. As for the fur, it's really nicely sculpted. Now, there's actually a couple of points of articulation for DogPool. You could rotate his neck. His front legs move. And he does have waist swivel. So, yeah. And what's really cool is that there's a whole attachment back here for SquirrelPool. And you can see the peg right there. These swords are just sculpted in, so you can't take those out. And SquirrelPool does have neck articulation, and that's it for him. And you can attach SquirrelPool onto DogPool, and I think that looks really, really funny. There's actually one more hole on DogPool, and I think they did this on purpose. So, DogPool, to sit on the scooter, yeah, it's not just me, right? They sculpted that hole there on purpose. So, that's actually pretty funny. And they sit well on the scooter, which I'll talk about in a second. Yeah, like, they sit pretty flush on there. Now, for the scooter's something pretty different. I did not expect it to be this much fun, you know. It does have a lot of fun factor. It feels like a toy, you know. Like, you can even hear, like, the sounds, like, the wheels are making as I tap it, you know. But it's pretty cool. They actually put rubber tires onto the wheels. This kickstand does go back, so you could either have it just standing, or you could, you know, roll it around. Now, I know the scooter looks a little blank, right, outside of the Deadpool logo. Now, real quick, there's actually some assembly required. You have to attach the horn. You can put it on either right or left, and these are separate pieces, the side mirrors. So they're in a peg. I'll even take it off to show you. Like, they're on a peg system, and then you just find which one is which, and you plug it in. Plug mine in. Yeah, it snaps right back in. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's really, really a lot of nice attention to detail on the scooter. I even like the speedometer up top, so that's really, really cool as well. Yeah, a lot of nice detailing in this. Now, I know, like I said, the scooter looks a little bit empty, but they actually provide you with decals to actually put it at whatever way you want. They want you to customize your own Deadpool scooter. So what's really cool, you got Mercs for Money, How's My Driving, Bob equal BFF, Dupe was right, nice little throwback to the old Toy Biz days. Smile, you got the Deadpool rainbow stickers, I Heart Logan, Pineapple Surprise, McCoy Manure Company, the X-Men logo. Save the Rhinos is my favorite because it's the Toy Biz, the Hasbro Baff Rhino alternate head, which I think that's really awesome. You got Dogpool on board. You got the Deadpool family, which is pretty awesome. You got the Band-Aids. You got some bullet holes, a couple of Wolverine slices, radioactive logos, X-Force, some X-Men logos. And then down here, you got the Deadpool poop, I Break for Tacos. And then Deadpool, is that on a unicorn? Or Deadpool on a rainbow? Yeah, and I'm not sure what one that is, but yeah, you got a lot of stickers, and you can put them on however you want and customize your own scooter. So I'll do that later. I'm not sure how I want to do this yet, but yeah, this is this is really cool. Now let's talk about Deadpool, the star of the show, right? Everybody's here for Deadpool. Everybody loves Wade. So this is the Deadpool that came with the set. It's very, very similar to the Deadpool that we got with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. And to demonstrate, I'll pull that figure out in a moment. Just a couple of slight changes. For the weapons, they went gold, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it is Wade, but that is pretty odd. So you got those. And then, of course, you got the knife down at the heel right here. And then some minor aesthetic changes, which now let's break out that other Deadpool and I'll show you. So this is the Wade that came with Juggernaut. Right, this is the Wade that came with Juggernaut. And as you see, it's almost the same. My side holster keeps falling off on that figure. But it's almost the same. Same body. They just did some minor aesthetic changes. Now, for starters, you can see that it's a brighter red than the Deadpool one, than the Juggernaut one. Let me get these figures to stand. For some reason, I never have luck with Marvel Legends Deadpools. They're always a bit on the loose side. But it's cool. Yeah, so let's do that. Almost. There we are. So, for starters, like I said, you got the vibrant red versus the darker red. It's almost the same. Now, there's also some other slight differences. I mean, obviously the harnesses are different. They haven't used this harness in a while, and I want to say it was the first release Deadpool that came with, so Winter Soldier. I don't own that set. I just from other reviews I've seen, and they talk about it, but I'm having trouble remembering right now. And you can see like the silver on the body versus where there's none on the chest. The feet area, right? So you can see it went with red shin guards versus black shin guards for the older one. I do like you get the red on the boots as well. But it's the same body sculpt. Everything's the same, minus the paint. You know, I'm a big fan of both figures, to be honest. So, not sure which one I like better. The only real big difference between body types here, the head is different. It's a different facial expression. Where you can see this one is more, you know, sinister. ish. This is the more goofball, shocked expression, and I dig that a lot. I don't own the other Deadpools that came out, like the Boxer Shorts one or the X-Men one. I'm still looking for those. But I know that you can actually swap the heads because the colors are pretty much the same. I mean, I'm not sure if they're exactly the same, because where Shartimus says in his video that it's slightly off, X-Manny87 says that they're the same color. So I'm not sure who to stick with, because they're both some of my closest friends. Yeah, but it's a great figure, you know, it really is. Now, one other accessory that this Deadpool does come with is the Hydra Bob head. Of course, Bob being his BFF. I do love the expression they put on this. Sadly, I do not own the Hydra Soldiers. So if anybody has the Hydra Soldiers 2-pack, just comment down below and I'll PayPal ready. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. I cannot wait to own a Hydra body to put Bob's head on, because I'm just so many ideas are popping through my head right now of, you know, nice posing and stuff. So that's really cool. The one head sculpt that I know that does fit on this body, though, and I'll show you this right now, you could actually pop his head off. If you have the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Deadpool, you can actually, it's a little snug, but it goes, put on the maskless Wade head sculpt. And it fits fine. You have all range of motion up and down and side to side, and it does look great. I mean, it's a little tight, but it's the same body mold, so I don't see why that's an issue. That is pretty awesome. Alright, let's take this head back off. We're going to put the default head on, and I'll show you guys the articulation. I mean, you guys probably already know the articulation, because it is the Bucky Cap body, which they've been using for many, many years now. So, head goes back, head goes down, head goes side to side, arms go all the way out, all the way around. Mine is super tight on, actually it's tighter on the left side, you can probably hear that. They do have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which mine is a bit loose. Like I said, I don't have luck. You do get decent enough ab crunch even with the harness. How far can we go back? Let's see. Yeah, we get some good Matrix-y style posing with Deadpool. You do have waist swivel there, splits there, kicks forward that far. Back a decent amount for a Marvel Legend. Upper thigh, double jointed knees, top of the boot rotates, beautiful ankle pivot, and up and down on the hinge for the foot. So you do get a nice, decent amount of range of motion with Deadpool. He is a badass figure. Now, to put him on the scooter is a bit difficult. And something different, these actually were separate in the box. Like, you could pop these right off. And it's probably because it's harder to get them on the scooter with these. So I'm not sure, but we'll keep these on. They did come a little bit warped out of package, but a little bit of hot water, and voila, it's back to, back to normal. I'll give you a closer look at the knife here. We've seen this knife before. It's been the knife, I want to say, since Bucky. Definitely the same knife that came with the Juggernaut Deadpool. Same knife that came with the Walmart Winter Soldier from Civil War. So yeah, it's kind of used, you know. Let's see. Now, to get him on the scooter, it's a little tricky, but you got to just get him in the right angle. Let's see. And then you could kind of just mean, if you have to skip putting him on the putting his feet on the pegs, I get it, because sometimes I do. And I'll show you the box in a little bit, too. They even skip it, because his butt doesn't sit flush onto the seat. And it's weird that it doesn't, but yeah. It's a bit odd. You see, it doesn't really fit flush. Now let's put the Pool family, like so. I really like this. Like, I think that looks really cool. And it does roll, you know. Let me move the kickstand. Oops, dog poo went flying off. You know, like, it does roll pretty well. It's a great piece. It's really comical, and I'm a big fan of it. Oh yeah, I forgot to attach the horn. Deadpool can't, you know, honk his horn without one, right? So you can put it right or left, and there you go. It's pretty cool. The one thing I'm not a fan of with this Deadpool body, though, is the pinky out, and I didn't like it on this version either. So I wonder if, like, maybe you could pop out his hands and replace it with another Deadpool figure hand. You probably could, right? If it's the same buck. But yeah, pretty cool figure. A lot of fun factor in this. I can't wait to throw my decals on. I'm going to take pics with other Deadpools riding this, because I want to see which Deadpool looks best, especially because I have this Deadpool, the Juggernaut Deadpool, I have the Mezco Deadpool, I have the Rebeltech Deadpool, and then for, you know, nostalgia purposes, I got the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave Deadpool. That's kind of like a throwback to the Toy Biz one. I have the Toy Biz Deadpool laying around here somewhere, but I probably won't be able to get a picture with him on there. But yeah, this is a great piece. If you can find them in stores, pick it up. You'll have a lot of fun, especially if you're a fan of Wade, if you're a fan of just Marvel Legends in general. There's a lot of comic funniness to this piece, you know, and it's just a lot of fun. As I said before, I've been posing them around a lot since Friday. I've been in the hotel up north, like I was just like posing them around there, in the car, like, yeah, just a lot of fun. So definitely find them. Like I said, I found them at Target, but I'm sure you could probably get them online too. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks again so much for watching. You could, of course, find this video on InnerCityGeeks.com, where you could also find other things like the Inner City Geeks podcast, which is now on Spotify. And you could, of course, follow me on social media. You can follow the channel at YayToysPlus on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Bry_2J. And that's about it from me. I will see you guys in the next one. And thanks again for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.